They told me to slow it down. You been speeding. They told me to slow it down. Take it easy. I like pulling up them places, had me chilling, flowing, staring at the ceiling, a wonderful feeling. I'm sober for too long. I get in my feelings, start catching posts. Hit the pole, I had on collision. Went to thinking about my lifestyle and lost my vision. With my daughters, but I'm gonna miss it. Bleeding out my head, it can't get me. Saying like they shot the car, nobody care. Sorry. And better let me out of here. Got my Glock and roll a window down, they told me chill. But the pressure on my chest made me feel a certain way, like nobody under. I'm trapped inside a. Saying that they shot the cop, nobody care. Sorry, that's what I'm feeling about. Once I'm feeling better, let me out of here. Sorry, once I'm feeling better, let me out of here. Who got that drink? I need it. Who got that drink? I'm feeling. I ain't been sleeping. They told me to slow it down. You been speaking. They told me to slow it down. Take it easy. Bro, what the fuck is going on? My renovations, I like doing this anyways. I see a lot of people, they renovate a house. Y'all already know y'all already know most houses in The Sims are made just for The Sims to be able to go around, take care of their kids, and do whatever they need to do. But my renovations, y'all know I like to make them realistic. So whether that's doing something that's not functional but it looks good and looks like it would be something that happen that would be in real life, fuck. Hold on, I'm filming the video. Hold on. So y'all know most house builds in The Sims are mainly focused on being functional for the Sims to be able to move around and stuff. They don't care whether it looks real or not. But with my renovations, my house builds in here, I don't play my live mode, so I'm not really worried about what it looks like and is it functional or not. I just like my builds to look realistic. As you guys can see with the first realistic house over here, I renovated that. Fuck, I don't know how I want to set this intro up. All right, so here's realistic house number one. As you guys know, I like to do my house builds realistically. I found these two houses on one lot in the gallery, renovated the first one, and now I'm gonna do the second one. So the first realistic house is right here. Y'all see how I set this up? It actually looks like a real house. I know most of the builds in The Sims, people don't go for like the real look. They would rather it be like actually functional for the Sims to move around and do certain things in it. But as y'all know, I don't play live mode, so I don't really care about functionality in these houses. I just like for them to look nice and like something that's in real life. So this is the first house right here. Everything looks pretty much real to me. And now here is the second realistic house on this lot. So we about to be renovating this. We're gonna definitely make sure it looks realistic. And I'm gonna try to do like some of some similar design ideas from that house over here, like the columns, the cabinets, the floors maybe in a different color. We're gonna make sure these houses look like they're supposed to be together. So let's go ahead and get into this realistic house renovation. First thing we're gonna do is, for the people that's been watching, y'all already know, remove everything from the exterior. We're gonna do a simple little landscape into it, and then the inside we're gonna try to go crazy. I wish there was a button you can click and just erase this whole, all this stuff from the exterior, but there's not. And I know you can use the sledgehammer, but that'll just remove things that I don't want removed. Like these windows, we can definitely keep these windows. They nice. We just gotta repaint them and remove those little shutter things from the sides of them. And we gonna also keep this fence back here. So we are gonna save a little bit of money on this renovation, but y'all know I don't really care about budgets because I just type in the money cheat and get like $5 million and renovate whatever house I want to renovate. Alright, you guys, for the most part, we removed all the little stuff from the exterior. I might have missed like little things here and there, like stuff like this, but for the most part, everything else is gone. Let's go ahead and, oh, I need to remove this little stuff right here. I don't know what these are called, but we need to remove these objects and then remove these like little shutter things from the sides of the windows. Just feel like that makes this house look 10 times older than what it actually is. Well, than what it's gonna be when I'm finished with it, but let's remove this stuff and then we're gonna get to adding the paint and then get into the interior. Alright, so let's go ahead and start fixing up this exterior. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is change out this foundation. I'm gonna go with this brick foundation. So we just go ahead and place that down. And I just noticed they had 2 different foundations around this house. We want only one. I like how they did the brick and the sodding, but I don't like that that is just like one little thing. As you guys can see, like that's just one paint swatch together. I wanted to do it separately, so this is what I'm gonna do. Now this brick is the sinister brick is similar to that, but it's just darker, as you guys can see. So we're gonna do this black brick on the bottom part, and then up top we'll keep that sodding. I think that's the sodding color I want to use. So we'll probably end up keeping that. After doing that, let's go ahead and paint these windows and add all the new windows that we gotta add. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on bb.move objects. Boom. We're gonna do 3 windows right here. We're gonna paint them white and black. We'll do 2 in this bedroom. Get out.
Hello.
Get out.
Where your phone at? You can't hear me?
Get out. I'm recording.
Fuck.
And then down here in the living room, as you guys can see, they got the little curtains right there because they have windows here, but we're gonna do 3 big windows down here. And now down here on this front porch, we're not going to do a window here again because the door we're going to use is going to have glass around it. So let's go ahead and grab that front door and place that. And we're going to use this cross buck front door. So we're going to place that there. Next thing I think we should focus on is the roof and the roof trimming. The rest of the windows, we'll paint them as we go room to room. But let's go ahead and grab that sheet metal roof pattern. This is my favorite roof pattern in the game. For all the new people, all the people that's been watching, y'all know I love using this roof pattern. And then we're going to go with the white squared roof trimming. So let's place that all around. That just cleans up everything. Alright, so that sinister stone, we need to take that and place that up top in these little spots. And now what we need to do is clean up this front porch. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and grab that sledgehammer and remove these ugly, outdated columns. Let's get rid of these. And let's switch out that fencing and railing. So with the fencing, we're gonna go with one of the fencings that I always use, which is this 30 wrench fencing, and we're gonna go white and black just like we did over there on that house. Like I mentioned, I want to use a lot of the same things that I did over there, just like in a different way, in a different color and stuff. So we're gonna try to set things up a little bit differently, but try to make it look like these houses belong together. Grab that railing. And then with that step, we'll probably just do this black and white step. Now with the columns, we're going to use these same columns that we used over here on this house, but we just going to copy them. Place it around this front porch. And then I'm going to change the color because I want the color to be a little bit darker. So we'll probably go with something like that. I feel like that ties in well with everything. It looks black from a little distance, but at the same time, you can tell it's dark brown. And I think that's the... And that's the soldering I want to go with on the top. All right, to make this look a little bit better, we need to go ahead and add some trimming in the middle part of this house. So we'll just stick this white trimming in the middle. I'm gonna go with a thicker trimming though, something like that. That looks 10 times better. Now we need to come back here to this back porch, remove those columns, get rid of this. We're gonna remove that step. Let me go ahead and grab that new fencing. And instead of doing the step to the side this time, we're gonna put it in the front. So let's place that, remove this fencing from the front. Grab that same black and white step that we used in the front. We can just actually copy this. What the fuck? And just place that right there. Matter of fact, I might just bring it down on both ends like that. And then throw the railing right there. And the last steps back here, we just gotta place this column, these two columns. And I'm gonna add a sliding door and stuff, but that's not yet. And down here behind this, Alright, so down here behind this front door, I'm gonna put some sodding because I wanna break that off. And then I'll throw a column right here to kind of separate it. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some grass first of all. And place that down because we definitely need some more updated grass. After placing that, we'll go around with some new concrete, some fresh concrete, and place all around this house. We're gonna do it in the same little pattern they got it in, just update it. And right here on the sides of this porch, I'm gonna just go ahead and remove the grass. And right here in front of this window, and spray some dirt right there in those spots. So That's the little bit of landscaping I'm gonna do. Now, time for the fun part. Let's head into the interior and start putting this design together, because this is what I be most excited about doing when I'm renovating a house, is mainly the inside, and my favorite part of the inside is the kitchen. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so we're gonna remove all right, so we're gonna start knocking out some walls in here. We gotta open this up, so we're gonna knock out this wall right here. I don't know why they got a wall right here breaking up the living room and the little entrance area, and then they got a wall breaking up the entrance area in the kitchen. But I love an open concept design. Now, not all my renovations are open concept. If you go down on my channel, I'm not sure which houses they are, but there are a few where I like kind of close it off a little bit. I might put a wall here or there. So all of them aren't open concept, but open concept is my favorite design, or my favorite layout. They got a lot of clutter in here. Man, it's kind of crazy how they got this living room laid out, but we're gonna turn this around and add my little custom fireplace and stuff. And I like these floors in here, but I am gonna make them a little bit darker because I think these are the same color that I used over there in that house. I want to use the same floors, but I'm just gonna make them dark over here. Man, this is why I do not fully decorate my house, because I hate removing all these little small items and stuff. And I also noticed that this house doesn't have a laundry room, so we're gonna add one over here. And then before I end this video, I gotta try to remember to go over to that house and add a laundry room. All right, for y'all, that was just a few seconds of me removing all that clutter, but for me, that was about 5 minutes. And I'm still not done. Wait, this house does have a laundry room. This was the area I was gonna make the laundry room, but I just noticed they had a washer and dryer in here. Bro, there's so much clutter in here. This doesn't make no sense. I hate when people clutter their houses. Alright, after getting all that stuff removed, let's go ahead and place these lights all throughout this downstairs space. Alright, so in here I'm going to use the sun faded paint swatch, and I'm gonna do it room by room because it took me so much time removing that clutter. I don't want to waste too much time trying to place paint. So we got the sun faded paint swatch placed. Like I mentioned to you guys, we're gonna be using them same wood floors but in a darker color. I feel like they're gonna look nice in here. I think that's the same color that I used over there, so I definitely want to change it. This living room, as you guys can see, they had the like little TV stand turned around this way, but we're gonna switch it to over here. So we're gonna put a nice big fireplace right here, and around that fireplace I'm gonna use this brick. So we'll run that sinister stone around it. But let's move back over to the kitchen and let's start placing the cabinets and stuff and putting this kitchen all the way together. So the cabinets, like I mentioned, we're gonna use the same cabinets that we used next door, but instead this time we're gonna use black countertops. I just feel like that's gonna fit better in here. So let's just run this all the way around, and then we'll start placing things where they need to place and removing cabinets if we need to remove a cabinet. Boom. We're gonna run this around, so we need another corner cabinet, and then I need to grab those island cabinets. Alright, so stove will go here, so let's go ahead and grab that up and place there. Down here on the end, of course, is where I'm gonna place the refrigerator. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
Hi, good afternoon. This is Joe calling for the Police Officers Support Association.
And let's grab this sink and place right here. Now I put that sink over here because I wanted to do, wait, is that how I said that? Wait, no. I think what we should do is actually switch places. So let's put the stove here and then the sink here, because that window wouldn't be even. So let's just put the sink over here, and then that'll be in the center. Place a window above it. And then we'll grab the upper cabinets, which I might end up switching out that refrigerator. I kind of don't like that one. We need a half a tile cabinet. Switch that out. And place a full tile cabinet here. Well, a corner cabinet there. And a full tile cabinet here. Alright, so that's basically the kitchen design like I mentioned. I'm going to just switch that out. That's the matching refrigerator to that stove, but I don't like the way that refrigerator looks. So we're going to go mismatch appliances. Matter of fact, boom, we'll just use this stove, even though I really want to use that other stove. Above this stove, we're gonna go with a stove vent. So we're just gonna take that, shrink it down, and slide it in between there. And the backsplash in here, we're gonna use this tile, this glossy tile that I haven't actually used in a little while. So I'm gonna use that in this kitchen because I just feel like it's gonna tie in real nice with everything. And because that cabinet is right there, we will only be able to do one light above this island. So let's do something that I haven't done in a while. Actually, we use these lights right here. This is like one of the newer lights I got. So we'll use this light above that island. Not island, but peninsula, whatever you, yeah, island. Whatever you call it. I think this is called a peninsula when it's like that. Or a matter of fact, what we can do is just do two in the middle of the kitchen, because I feel like that just kind of looks stupid right there. All right, back over into this living room. So let's go ahead and finish up this fireplace real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the brick and place on the inside of it. Raise up the inside of it twice. Put the gravel floors in the bottom of it, of course. Grab this little glass and stick in the front so it looks real. Place a nice little TV up on top of it. And right here is going to be the laundry room, like I mentioned. Well, it was already a laundry room, but they had other stuff in here too. So we're going to put our archway back right here. Let's go ahead and change out that stairs. Those stairs. Let's go ahead and change out those stairs. And we'll just do something like this. Kind of goes with the floors. All right, so on this side right here, we'll put the washer. And then the dryer. And above those two, we'll go half a tile cabinets. With immaculate shelvings underneath them. On this side, we'll go with 3 cabinets. A sink in the middle. And then 2 full tile cabinets on the sides of the window on this, and then a full tile cabinet on each side of the window. All right, now I'm back here. They had like a little regular door. I'm gonna switch it up and add a sliding door right there off to that little patio thing. All right, and to be honest, over here, I think I should just place like a little bookshelf or something. So that's what I'm gonna do. This space is like unnecessary space, to be honest. So we might end up closing this off. I know it's a lot of room to close off and I can do something else with it, but that's what I want to do with this. So we're gonna put this bookshelf here, which I gotta slide it back. We're gonna go back to the old way I used to do my bookshelf build hack. We're gonna go ahead and grab an archway in black and place right there. And matter of fact, what we can do is do this. Boom, build a wall on each side of this, and then remove that like this. And then put a window on both sides of it like that. And you can stick whatever you want to on the sides, it don't matter. Alright, I gotta try to be quick because I need to get to the upstairs space. So let's just go ahead and just stick a little couch right here. We're gonna do some simple decorations just so you guys get the idea what it would look like decorated. Throw a nice little coffee table. I'm gonna just put the coffee table back here. And then 2 chairs like that. What? I don't know.
What you doing?
I gotta finish this video, bye.
Huh?
Alright, so in this bathroom right here, I will honestly want to go back with some like tile or stone floors. So we're going to use this antique stone floors down here in this bathroom. I'm going to grab these cabinets and I might end up changing the color of the cabinets in the bathroom. Ooh, I kind of like that. Go with a darker color. Let's place a toilet in here. And then a shower tub combo. And with the sink, I'm going to do my little sink build hack. So let's just go ahead and grab. Matter of fact, with this bathroom, we'll do this sink build hack. So we'll take this, raise it up 2 times, and slide it right in that cabinet like that. Grab that back lip mirror and place right behind this, and we got to do that twice to bring it down to the edge. And just put an immaculate shelving above that. Never mind, that's gonna be interfering with the shower tub combo. Alright, on to this upstairs space. Okay, so we gotta try to make this quick because of the time on PlayStation. We gotta use the sledgehammer up here. There's too many things up here. I don't even know why. I hate when people do this. I hate when they clutter houses like this. It's annoying. That's why I barely, when I decorate, I do simple decorations. I don't like all that clutter and stuff because it's annoying when you're trying to remove it. So we just gonna have to remove everything. Alright, so we just have to remove all the windows, just everything from up here because of all that clutter. But let's go ahead and try to fix this back up. Let's go ahead and try to put these windows back in place. Alright, so the first thing we need to do up here is place some lights, obviously, because it's dark as ever up here. Next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and actually grab that fencing because this is hideous. And place right there. In that stairway right there, I'm gonna place these long windows. I just feel like it's gonna look better if we do like 2 of these longer windows right here. Let's go back down. Grab those wood floors and slide right back upstairs and switch out all this carpet. I hate carpet. I may use carpet like here and there in some renovations, but for the most part, I like using the wood floors. Then let's go back down and grab that sun faded paint swatch. Which we gonna paint up here like we did downstairs, which is room by room. So let's just go ahead and grab that and paint it room by room. Makes it 10 times faster. And then in this bathroom right here, I'm gonna do wood floors because I'm turning in. Alright, I'm on the game, I'm filming a video. I was like, I don't know. Well, Connor, he outside? Cause I see the I think so. Alright, bye. So what I'll do up here, alright, so what we're gonna do with this bathroom right here is I'm gonna build like a little custom. Damn it. Alright, so what we're doing this bathroom right here is do a custom like shower and then add a tub in it. Even though this is not the master bathroom, we want to make this one looks nice because downstairs we did that one plain. So I'm gonna do like custom shower. So let's go ahead and pull that back. I know this is a little tight now, but we can definitely make this work. So let's grab those cabinets and we can do 2 right here. And then the toilet can go back there in that corner. Let's just grab those sinks. We're gonna do 2 of them in here. I was gonna just do 1 big one, but I think we should be able to do 2. So let's see how this will fit. Let's raise that up twice. Slide that in there like that, but we gotta pull it down some because we don't want it too close to the wall. So we'll do that like that and then pull this down. Boom, copy that sink and repeat that same process again. And up here, I want to do like 2. Oh, or we can just do like 1 big circle mirror like that. Nah, I think that looks a little, nah, I kind of like it. That looks a little weird though. I feel like we need to do the backlit mirrors, and only because of how these sinks are, the faucet things. Other than that, I would use those other mirror, but I hate the way these faucets are. So let's just go ahead and use these backlit mirrors, and I'm gonna pull it down to the edge. We probably gonna end up using this brick and that tile. Wait, the tile and the brick are kind of the same. All right, so what we'll do for this shower is we're gonna use this tile. And like this darker color. It's like pinkish color. And then put this tile in the middle of it, because in the shower I like to do 2 different tiles. So let's put that in the middle. And I'll probably end up using the same tile floors that I use on those side walls. So let's grab that, place that like that. We need to grab the tub. And I'll place the tub right here. Then on this end is where we'll do the shower head. and put a platform down like that. And I know this might be weird, but I definitely feel like we need a window in here, so we're gonna put a window right there. All right, so that's the bathroom. In these bedrooms, man, time is running out. Okay, so we got to do this quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, these two bedrooms right here, so I can do this fast. I'm gonna do Murphy beds right off the top. So boom, Murphy bed, then a smaller Murphy bed. And then a queen bed here.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yo, she's planning on spending $50 on ordering him stuff off the damn thing.
Man, bye. And then we'll just put a dresser over here. And then 2 white dressers in these bedrooms. I'm trying to hurry because we running out of time. Doors. Alright, you guys, so that's the end of this renovation right here. Let me give you guys a first person tour. This time is running down. It's at like 57 minutes, 58 minutes. Let's go ahead and get a quick first person tour. I didn't really want to rush this. Oh, I gotta fix the roof, but this is the kitchen. We got the downstairs bathroom. We got the living room space with the custom fireplace and the custom bookshelf. We got the laundry room out to the backyard, right up the stairs. We got the bathroom, which is like a master bathroom, but it's not a master bedroom connected to it. First bedroom, master bedroom. Guest bedroom, kids bedroom. And then guest bedroom or kids bedroom. Y'all drop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this renovation. I'm sorry I had to rush it. It took me a little longer to do the outside than I expected. But if y'all want some merch, go to the link in the description. Make sure y'all like this video. Share this video. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure y'all press that notification bell. And I'm going to continue to keep posting. I'm going to try to get 2 to 3 videos out this week. So make sure y'all subscribe and be looking for that.